good today. I'm feeling good today.
Peace and love to all my people. It's your boy Joe. I'm back at it again today on another walk. No script on deck. Just here to keep it real and genuine with you guys. Appreciate all the love and support on the last video. I appreciate you guys even supporting me as this channel grows, and you know, the numbers will always be there and they can always get bigger. I'm just grateful to have this opportunity, man, to talk with you guys, to speak my mind, and to just be real, you know, with myself, and to have conversations with other people about these kind of things. You know, this is honestly what I enjoy doing. I find peace with it, and I'm grateful that you guys are adding on to my peace and that we're even in this together. That's what this means. This means oneness. This means separation. This means oneness, and we are one as a whole. We are in this together. And I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. As y'all know, I'm not God, not a guru, not the end all be all. Just living and learning as I go, man. And today's topic is going to be about the power of the mind and why you got to be responsible with it, you know? And also to release like control, or at least release the need to feel like you have to control things. And why you just got to put the effort in and let it flow. All right, so let's get into it. So check me out, man. You really have the power to do anything, right? I know y'all have heard that at some point, probably from your parents, from your friends, from your teachers, somebody. Bro, you really have the power to do anything, bro. Like anything you want to achieve, you can really do. Anything you desire to have, you can have it. And it all starts up here. It's not just a hand, let's put our hands together and get to work kind of deal. It starts up here with a thought, right? You think you're like, okay, I'm thinking I want a girlfriend, or I want to have $500,000 in my bank account, or I want to have a 4.0 GPA in my classes, or I want to be the #1 recruit on ESPN, and things like that, right? It all starts with the thought, with the power of your mind. It starts there, and then you start to put more energy and effort towards that original thought. And the more effort you put in and the more work you put in, then the more possible it becomes to have what you desire. But you have to realize that you cannot control the flow of it. The only thing you have control over is you and your actions. So you have to put the effort forth to get where you're trying to get and to achieve what you're trying to achieve. But you can't control anybody else in this aspect. You can't control how people see you. You can't control what other people are doing. You can't control what other people are thinking or saying. If you do, it's not genuine, and what you want isn't real. It's just a facade of what you thought you wanted or what you're originally trying to get. And, you know, you have to realize, like, bro, it just starts with you. You have to utilize your power to get there, but you can't force anyone else to witness that. You just have to focus on yourself. And, like, let me give you an example, right? The mind is a very powerful thing, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility, right? And a lot of people don't always realize this, but sometimes they use their minds and they create realities that they never wanted to be a part of in the first place. And that's why a lot of us in this society, and I know, and I'm talking to you because I know that you know about yourself and that you are a chronic overthinker, and I know you know it. Here's my thing, man. I believe we overthink because regardless if we are aware or not, we have no control over anyone else. Let me give an example. I know a lot of us is out here looking for love, looking for relationships, right? And then we end up with a person we really like, and we're talking, we're getting to know them, and then we just start overthinking everything about them. What if they don't like me? What if they're gonna cheat on me? What if they're gonna leave me? What if they're gonna use me for sex? What if they're gonna use me for my money? What if they're just trying to hook up with my friend or something? All these what ifs, and you hyper fixate on it, right? You hyper fixate on it, and then you end up stressed out because what you didn't want to happen ended up happening because you made it happen. You may not realize it, but you just utilized the power of your mind to create a reality you never wanted to be a part of in the first place. And I'm not sitting here, I'm not trying to gaslight you, I'm not trying to point the finger. I'm just saying, just realize that, you know, you just have to really focus on what you want and what you want only. You know, I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, just because you think it means it's going to happen, you just have to keep going, even when it doesn't happen the first time. It's not going to be a perfect journey. That's what I wanted to say. It's not going to be a perfect journey. Just let me give you an example, right? Like I said, a lot of us out here looking for love. And then you could also be like trying to be the next rapper, the next YouTuber, things like that. You have to start somewhere, and you have to fall down and keep getting back up, right? You know what? Perfect example. All right, let me come over here. I'm glad I'm on this walk. Take these trees, right? Bro, the seed starts out in the dirt, in the dark. It all starts to appear when it's no visual, right? You got to start visualizing it from a small seed, and then it starts to grow. But it has to go through stuff to get to where it's at. It has to go through the storms. It has to go through the winds. It has to go through the hard times to get there. And you have to keep being resilient. You can't give up when you don't get it on the first try. You have to keep utilizing the power of your mind to keep going. Because as long as you can still see the idea and the vision, it is still possible. But the minute you start to overthink it and you start thinking about what you don't want and you focus on that and you hyper fixate on it, or whatever the case may be, then that's when you start to end up in the reality you never wanted in the first place. The mind is a very powerful tool, y'all. You have to utilize your power effectively. Be responsible with what you're doing and what you're thinking and all these activities you indulge in, because they all contribute in some way, shape, or form to the power that your mind has. You can make your mind more powerful, but you have to take time to do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? And just realize that it's not going to be a perfect journey, and no one's asking you to be perfect. I'm not asking you to be perfect because I'm not perfect. God, the universe, the angels, nobody is asking you to be perfect. So don't expect it to be a perfect journey while you're figuring this out. Just take it step by step to realize how powerful you truly are. All right? And learn to put forth the effort, but don't stress out if you don't get it on the first try. Remember, we're like these trees, man. They have to go through the storms and the winds and the heavy rains and the snow and all this, and they still come out on top. It is just like us. You have a goal, you have a vision. You have to go through getting knocked down. You have to go through, getting hurt. You have to go through the hard times, the storms, and you have to stay resilient. Do not give up. Remember how powerful you are. Your mind, probably the most powerful tool you have. It connects all this energy and all these things we're able to do just from here. Just remember that, man. And just don't get discouraged when things aren't happening on the first try. Because when they don't happen on the first try, we tend to overthink. And then now we're overthinking everything, and we're never getting to where we wanted because we're up here so much and we're utilizing our power in a way that isn't effective for what we truly want. You have to get in control. Get in control of you, and then just let it flow. You think that staring at a seed is gonna make it grow? Think about that. You planted the seed, now just go back and water it. Give it what it needs on a daily basis. But you staring at it is not gonna just make it sprout out the ground. It's the same thing with your dreams, bro. Because I know all of us got dreams. We all got visions. We got goals. But just because you're thinking about it all the time does not mean it's just gonna happen. You have to put forth the energy and the effort, but realize that you have to just let it flow. And don't allow yourself, listen, overthinking is not easy. I'm a prime example of that. I overthink a lot. And you know what? I'm trying to unlearn it. And I want that for you too. I don't want you overthinking anymore. It's not fun. Trust me, I know. Overthinking is probably one of the worst things that we all go through, that we all can relate to. You just have to realize that you have to release control. Release that need to be in control of everything, and just control yourself. You'll feel like you'll be more at peace if you just control what you can, and that's you. Your energy, your actions, your thoughts, that's what you can control. You can't control anybody else. Understand this, all right? And I'm gonna let y'all go. You're very powerful, okay? You're a very powerful individual with a very powerful tool. Learn the power of it, utilize it, put forth the effort, and just release control and let it flow. All right, I want you to start remembering that. When you start overthinking, if you remember this video, just remember, release control and let it flow. If you're trying to get into a relationship, release control, let it flow. If you're trying to get somewhere with your goals and things, remember two things. Remember, release control and let it flow. And then just remember, bro, remember these trees, bro. Remember, you have to go through the tough times to get to where you're trying to get at in life. So stay resilient. Don't give up if it doesn't happen on the first try. It might take a few times. It's okay. Things aren't going to happen overnight. And if it is overnight, it's not going to last forever. It's just temporary. It's not going to mean nothing in the long run because you didn't put forth that much energy to get there. So it's not going to last as long. If you're going to take away things from this video, be resilient. It's not going to be perfect. Do not give up, okay? Let it go and just let it flow. Release control. Release control, let it flow. Be resilient. It's not going to be perfect. And just realize the true power of this and utilize it, okay? Utilize it in your favor. Because the more you do that, the more you will start to achieve the life you desire, as long as you release that control and you let it flow and you stay resilient through the tough times. It's not going to be a perfect journey, you know, and that's okay. It's all part of this experience. All right, we're strong. You're stronger than you think, yo. Just don't give up. Remember the trees, man. You are like a tree, just a seed in the dark right now, but you got to give that water every day. You provide that water every day. You provide your needs. You provide the mind with what it needs, and you start putting forth that energy and effort towards your goals and dreams, and you'll sprout out the ground, and it'll feel like it didn't even take that long. Just stay strong. Keep going. You're on your way, okay? You are on your way to greatness. Just keep going. Keep giving it what it needs. Don't overthink it, because overthinking only results from that lack of control. Release control, let it flow. All right? I gotta go though. Let me know if you disagree, or if you have anything to say in the comments, drop it down below. Hit me on any of my social medias at the end. They're in the outro. I love you guys. I'll be back for another video soon. Joe out.
Tell you all my secrets, cause you gon' keep it, baby. If you wanna fuck with a rock star, baby, show me love, it's not hard. If you wanna go to the moon, blast off, take my heart. We can